We come to you from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, I'm just trying to match your style.
I now know why guys wear shades when they come to the Staples Center. They have a bright future. While I'm taking mine off, I'm ready to see a star on the court tonight.
The credit card bill is coming your way. So is the start of this one. The Sixers control the tap. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
LBJ. To Caldwell Pope. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Oh, Ben Simmons. Good start. He's made his first shot.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
Simmons. James clears the rebound to Kyle Kuzma. Inside, he scores.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
To James. Oh, emphatic slam.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Simmons. Not that time. LeBron into the front court. Leads 3.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time to shuffle things up. Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each one just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
Redick with a shot, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about
Stuffs it down with authority.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Simmons into the front court. 5-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyle Kuzma tips it. Covington.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lakers at the controls right now.
I got ball.
To Beasley. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Smith with the basketball. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. James with the board. To Beasley. Curling inside. Joel Embiid with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
From the painted area, won't go down. That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Long heave from 3/4 court, and it won't be close as time expires here in the first quarter. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To Ball. Another chance. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto, Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach, what's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Second of 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Los Angeles, they have it. James has a look and scores. Nice move, Jay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
McConnell. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Dario Saric with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. LBJ has it. Throws it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Nothing going here on that drive. Markelle Fultz. He's 2 for 2 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James buries it on the catch and shoot. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
LeBron James, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. James into the front court. Down by 1. Shot from in close. No good. To Embiid. Markelle Fultz. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Lays it up and in.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Across the timeline comes James. Down a point. Tough mate through traffic.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 14, entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Hart to Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Simmons to Covington. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Another shot won't go either.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his games, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
LeBron with it up top, up by 3. And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Count the basket inside.
The assist from number 25.
He'll let one fly from half court. First half in the books. The Lakers have the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
LeBron James has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
West is loaded, so if you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
Caldwell Pope to James. Short jumper off the mark.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
LBJ with it.
That's me. I got ball.
To Ball. Sizing up the defense. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope to Ball. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. From long range. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
James. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
James to Caldwell Pope. Down for McGee. Shot from the lane won't go. To Covington. Gets it in the left corner. J.J. Redick. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons. The pass set it all up.
Dario Saric has really become a big part of the rebuild in Philly, and he's had improved shooting from his first year to his second year because he understands where his shots come from. He's assisted on 99% of his mix. That shows you something.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Register our team
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second as well. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
He misses that one free throw. LeBron into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Screen coming. James. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Curling inside. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron into the front court. 14-point deficit. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
James to Ball. Over to the right side. It's James. Not that time. He misses.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Redick to Simmons. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Whoa!
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Ball with it up top. His guys down big. Chance here for LeBron. Can't connect. Nothing going here on that drive. To Covington. And the Lakers clear. Inside, he scores.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Simmons to Covington. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Redick. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Josh Hart. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Josh Hart trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz lets it fly from long range, and McGee there for the rebound. Into the front court comes Rondo. He'll run the offense. Nice pass to set things up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Fultz gets it in the right corner. 4-3. And McGee there for the rebound. Here's Rondo with it. Down a bundle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Rajon Rondo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Markelle Fultz to Covington. Fires the three and drains it.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Josh Hart. The drive, right to the basket. Joel Embiid pins it. Sixers control it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. JaVale McGee at the line. Misses the first.
Focus here. Need that time. One time.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball. Entering the game for Philadelphia.
Misses the second as well. To Redick. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Lonzo controls the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Shot by Ingram misses. To Covington. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Simmons. It goes down.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Simmons. And McGee there for the rebound. Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Markelle Fultz rejects it. Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's 4 for 8. That's 50%.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Shot off the mark. Good defense. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put together a nice win here today. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Los Angeles Lakers can look back at this game and point to their poor transition defense as the primary reason for today's loss. Too often, they found themselves out of position once the outlet passes were finding their intended targets.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid
Was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Ice cold.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.